Are you guys still here?
Yeah?
Well, there you go.
Kinda.
Test, hello?
Yes, yes, yes. Hi.
Hi. What up?
What are we doing here again?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Weren't we about to tell straight stories or something?
Right.
Ooh.
What kind of...
Ooh,
Wait.
ooh.
Anyone have anything interesting to talk about? Try, probably?
Me?
Yes!
You're still in your
talk
God.
about things, so... But, it's just been a while since we gathered around like this.
Right. Since the last Nocturne, at least.
Yes.
That's not too long ago, to be honest.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It feels like it's like a
Technically,
week and a
that's
half.
2 weeks, like, yeah.
That's 2 weeks ago, that's true.
You were gonna have another session this time. What kind of story are we going to talk about today?
I don't know. Anyone have any idea?
How
Well,
about you, 𝒮𝑒𝒹?
well, I was thinking, I mean, we all come from like different worlds, so we surely can do a little cultural exchange, can't we?
Ooh, cultural exchange. I love it.
Well, it's got a little bit classified.
Okay.
Something classified.
You don't say,
Classified.
sir. You're not supposed to share everything about our dimensions, right?
Something
Yeah, but
classified. So
we don't
edgy.
have to disclose any classified information. We can talk like it's a little bedtime story, like a what if once upon a time kind of thing,
Sure, then what
I
if
like
once upon a
it.
time we are all
Once upon
different?
a time. When
Different.
human beings.
What, like, oh yes, I'm otherworldly Rai. Haha. Hello,
Technically, I
otherworld Reza
guess.
Avanluna.
So it's like a long, long time ago.
In a
Somewhere
galaxy.
far away.
Yeah, well, not in the galaxy, of course. Just a long, long time ago in
In a
a
galaxy far
different
away.
world. I think I will remember something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
I
different
guess.
world. Yeah.
Hmm.
That'll be fun. Would it be fun?
We'll see
That'll be
then.
interesting.
Well, I mean, listening to Reza's conversation about that reminded me of something. It's Awan, by the way. It reminded me of an incident long ago that involved many of us who are probably here in a way. A record that had been sealed long ago. I forgot the code of the world, but they called it the 998th dimension. Arbor, right? It was the place. A place that was riddled with the remainings of war. Well, The war itself was still going on that time. 30 years of war destroyed the whole world. The remains of the cities and small refugee camps are left. I was walking down a ruins not far from the eastern first city from a World Trade Tower of that region. The sky was supposed to be blue, but it's filled with smoke. The ashes, sparks, fires, and chaotic runic energy, or that's what they called here, just filled the whole place. Really, I just don't understand what's going on. As usual, I was just doing my job there, investigating around war zones and probably save some refugees along the way. Going around in that ruins, I'm still wearing my usual leather armor. Brought my bow and arrow today, and learned a little bit of magic of the world. I didn't exactly expect it to find such a familiar face who was standing in the middle of the ruins. Huh. An IPD uniform. I'm not exactly sure how he looked like that day. How did he look like? Go on.
With his standard IPD uniform, he looks around, seeing the chaos around the town. Of course, he's also here for the job that he was meant to do right after the things before that. With his somewhat comically large gun, he stares at also a familiar looking person. Apparently, one of those peoples are sent here as well. And so he approaches the man and gave him a quick tap.
I turned around and saw him, a familiar face. A friend. A foe. A rival. Well, I'm not sure how anyone will classify it, but as far as I know, he's at least a close one. And I said, "Oh, didn't know that Rai from Athens will actually be here."
Awan, this job of yours, or is it a hobby? I think we already kind of got everything under control. You don't need to be here, really.
Really? IPD having things under control? Well, I will not disregard any other IPD's achievement, but at least Rai from Athens having anything under control.
Oh, please. Why are you here, by the way?
Joe, as usual, well, there's a refugee camp not far from here. Going there. Lily was taking care of. Lily is taking care of the western one, so I'm here.
Well, if you say so. It's kind of weird to see Lily away from you, though. You guys are always together. It's this. I'm sorry, disgusting, but you know. Anyway, I was going to the camp as well. So, should we go?
Interesting. Anything that an IPD officer needs to do
Well,
in the refugee camp?
this world is slowly crumbling down, as you can see. We're just here to evacuate everyone else, despite all of the chaotic stuff going on. Honestly, I don't have any idea why they sent us here. I mean, I do, but why me specifically? I don't really know.
I see. Well, you know me. I just roam around war zones a lot. But man, Arbor's best up. Look around.
Yeah. It used to look. It's used to be one of the most beautiful place that I ever seen, but now it's just places of rubble and. Oh,
30 plus years of war. That's something that can destroy a lot of things in the world. Unfortunately, it's not even over.
That's not over, alright.
Well,
I think we need to step it up a bit. I feel like the smoke is getting more thick as time goes.
yeah, I guess so. But are you suggesting that we go together to the Eastern refugee camp?
I mean, it's not what you
Really,
want
you're
to
suggesting
go.
working together?
Oh, please, I'm. Let's keep this professional. Look, I know sometimes we had our butts, but you know, let's just not this time, okay? I'm kind of not in the mood. Hmm.
You know what? Fine. I mean, with the outposts around, I probably need some help anyway.
Yeah. Some of my men are currently gathering up the peoples, but we are very short-handed after all. We just came back from a very brutal place. Honestly, I'm not sure. I still question if I should even stay as an IPD. But you know, never mind about that. Let's just focus about the entire world crumbling down apart. I'm not sure if you can just stay here and write down stuff or whatever you chroniclers do.
Sure. Let's just go then.
Go then. I'll be on the back just in case there is something, I don't know. And I don't want people to look at me with you around.
Sure. Why not?
Just go.
Fine. And there we went. It was weird meeting him that time, but at least with what happened afterwards, it felt more like it was what the world wanted. So there I was with an old friend, walking down the ruined roads towards an outpost in the east. An outpost of the techs, the ones who are dominating the war zone. We needed to go to the first city. There was a refugee camp there, but it will be hard for us, for outsiders, to even go through an outpost check. And yes, I was right. Because we found another outsider whom none of us knew before. A girl, silver-haired one, standing not that far from that place. I really need to remember details, but seriously, how did she look back then?
Wearing black beret on top of her head with white shirt and black pants. It looks like she's wearing, you can say, a uniform of some sort. Her long silver hair flows gently behind her back. Well, she looks a bit aloof. Or maybe you can say that she looks like someone who's, detached, if that's the correct way to say it, from the world. Are there people in these ruins?
Hi there, you don't look like you belong in Arbor, at least. I will recognize that uniform if... Do you recognize that uniform, Fry?
I think I do, but I don't remember someone with that face before. Say, what's your name?
Hi. Well, the name's Layla.
Are you lost?
Kinda. I actually got sent together with a team of historians. You know, I don't know if you heard about this, but we're the kind of people that got commissioned to write about their history. I'm still in training though. But you could notice that she's being a bit unsure when answering that.
Historian, right? It's those people.
Oh, you know about us?
Not exactly. I heard around about people like you, at least.
I see.
I used to work with a historian like you. But seriously, I never really see you on the list before.
Oh, maybe that's because I'm still in training.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, sometimes they bring people who are still in training, you know. So the real historians became their mentor, and I'm included in one of the group.
In any case,
All right then.
what are you doing here? It's not that far from the outpost checkpoint. Are you perhaps trying to go to the refugee camp in the first city?
I'm not sure. So, I got separated from my team, so I'm just trying to find a way to get back at them. But are you guys going to this refugee camp that you mentioned?
That's the plan, really.
I see.
Well, you can come with us if you want to.
Really, you're going to
I mean,
invite an out?
she's lost in the middle of the war. Oh no. Don't you feel sad about that? The one lost girl. Oh, what should we do? I guess we should
No,
just leave them be.
no. That should be fine. I mean, it's okay. I can go by myself. But
Well,
you can
let
find a
me.
direction. But
Miss Layla, if that's your name. Can you fight?
I know a little bit of. Well, okay. Well, I can get. I see. I can just be honest with you guys. I don't have any fighting magic.
Oh, well, you know what? Just stick with us then. I mean, it's a war zone, and
Yeah, I'm
If
not sure
it's
it's
not.
the most safest place to stay around. Maybe we could just bring her to the outpost and then leave her there or something.
not the
If it's
outpost. I
not-
don't think they will. You know.
It's not too much of a trouble for you guys. Is it okay if I tag along? Well, until the refugee camp, and so I can find some way to contact the team.
Yeah, that will be safer. And what? You're the police
sure.
here. You're the one who's supposed to protect people, I guess.
Please.
Oh.
I mean, I guess since she's a historian, you can just
Thank you, kind
contact.
sir.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I was joking about the entire joining in thing, but it turns real. So, you know what? Whatever. Let's just go.
I will not I will not make any trouble. You know, I will not cause any trouble for you guys. I'll stay behind.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, really.
Is it really?
Well, I'm not gonna leave anyone to die in the middle of a battlefield,
Fine.
especially an outsider.
Thank you for your kind gestures, I guess.
Sure, yes. By the way, name's Awan, and this one is.
My name is Athenis. You can call me Athens if you want to.
Oh, hello there. Alan and Athenis. I see. Oh, and well, since Athenis, isn't it? Since
yes.
you said that you are familiar with our historian team, so maybe you can somehow find a way to contact.
I'm
No,
sorry.
maybe.
What? The sky is raining bullets. I can't really hear you.
Oh, oops. Sorry, I'm not really good talking with strangers. So you said earlier that you are familiar with our people, the historian.
I
And
do.
you've worked with them before.
I've worked with someone. I'm not sure if I should be calling his name, but he's more of the older side. He have this what's it called? A low ponytail, very old, always brings a book. He also used this what they call duster.
Hmm.
Just a very old man, really.
Um,
Say, your face is actually kind of looks like him.
Oh, really? Um, well, from your description, actually, a lot of older historians look like that in my dimension, so I don't know. I'm not sure if I recognize any of them, but yeah, maybe I'm sure I can check them out. See.
Well, if you say so.
Hmm.
Well, there you go. Good to be acquainted, and I think we need to go.
Yeah.
But really, though, as we're all standing here, you know, up there, just like there's still 1 kilometer until the checkpoint, and how are we going to go through that? I don't think any of us have any ID to present or infiltration.
I have a
power or
gun.
anything. Well, is that really your plan to just bust through all the checkpoints and destroy the outpost or something?
Nobody would notice 1 or 2 people. It's gone, you know.
What are you guys planning? You're not planning anything bad, aren't you guys?
Oh,
We're
no,
planning to
no.
have a conversation with a gun, so
I mean, what do you suggest us to do, right? The world is currently filled with smokes and bullets, and I don't think we have time to leisurely talk to the guards.
Well, I will stay out of that kind of conversation and let you guys just, take care of it.
you know what? Let's think about it for a while. Just take 50
Fine.
seconds. At that time, we didn't know how to go through the outpost. But as if fate was calling it. The 3 outsiders, us, were just standing around, waiting for our cue. Finding the best possible option. But for her, the one that, according to her statement that time, the professor sent. According to her, it was all by design of the world. Or at least that's how it was. Someone that the professor sent suddenly came to us, saying that she was told to meet us there, even though none of us knew about anything at that time. A mechanic, I believe, with an M-type that she was carrying. I wasn't sure how she looked like that time.
The little robot clinging to the side of her shoulder, shaped like a little tofu, just flies around, climbing up and down as she walks toward the strange-looking three. She's not trying to hide her, well, approaching the three of them at all. And, well, as she walked closer and closer, she started to notice that the clothes the three are wearing and none of it exists in the current world in Arbor. No specific faction and no specific religion should have those kinds of outfit. Well, to her knowledge at least, the M type isn't saying anything. She walked slower as she approached the three and stopped around, 5 feet away from them. Are you three an outworlder, outsider, otherworlder thing? Are you?
What?
And
And who
you are?
Miss Sir?
Oh, sorry. This is kind of weird, but I don't recognize any of you three, and as you can see, this is very near the outpost, so we have to check everybody who passed by here. Just asking, are you from around here? Are you from? It is also a possibility that you may have come from the 500th 28th city.
Yes.
Sure.
No, you don't. Okay, no, you don't. Please stay still for a second. Maya? The small robot on her side spins a bit, climbs to the top of the mechanic's head, and started scanning the three people standing there. And then a pop-up on the Maya's face just showed identification complete. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, so you guys are not from here. When I say not from here, I mean you guys ain't from Arbor, right?
Arbor the world or Arbor the who are you? Really, and why are you holding them? Is that one of the sisters that I'm looking at?
Oh, yeah. Wow, you're very knowledgeable. Okay, when I'm saying you're not from Arbor, actually, can we walk while we talk? It's a little unsafe here, and you will not want to go through the front gate. Would you mind following me to the side? We're gonna take a little detour. Don't worry. I know that it's a little crazy around here lately, but I'm gonna take you somewhere safe, okay?
Should we? As he prepares his gun.
Whatever should be the safest.
Just lower the gun.
All right, if you
Can you
say
hold
so.
back on all these conversations with the gun, please?
Don't worry. Like, you can check me. You can body check me. I have nothing. I have no guns. I have no weapons. Well, I have a dagger right here, but that's the only thing. Anything else you might be feeling a little unsafe for, you can just, go up and, here. And the mechanic gives her butt.
No, that's fine. You talk to the girl. I'm scared.
And then Lila just looks back at both of the guys and, should I really body check her or?
Just talk to
It's
her.
pretty awkward.
Just don't do anybody checks. We don't exactly
That's
need
gonna be
to do
pretty
that.
awkward.
Well, we have decided that we would trust you, as he gives her a thumbs up with his huge right hand.
Well, not exactly yet, but really, who are you? Well, I guess you
Oh.
nailed it. I mean, it's not like one of those automata will actually, lie or anything. And Yeah, I guess the three of us are otherworlders. Visitors,
Okay.
maybe visitors will be a best
Well,
way to
well,
describe
that means
Mhm.
that means well, I'm right, and you guys are not from here, so you really don't have any other choice but to follow me. Yeah.
it.
A
Why
little.
exactly is that?
Well,
Kind of
first
forceful.
of all, it's in the middle of the war, and I'm not sure if you guys know what you're doing. Second of all, well, you don't need my name, but you can call me the mechanic. That's all I am. I'm the mechanic for the tower here. If you notice the really big tree that you can see even from here in the middle of this island, that's where the tower is. I usually work there. I've been working there for quite a while. My ancestors also work there, so um, to say the least, I've been working with these little buddies here, the one in my shoulder, and well, more of them, including the very huge one that might be shooting lasers around 500 meters of you. Yeah, Mia? Uh, I'm the mechanic for them, and they administer the world, so we won't be doing any of you harm. If we want to, we could be, I don't know, doing it right now, I guess. Not that I have any power for that.
I see. That's interesting. So while the mechanic was explaining everything, so Lila just silently writing everything down on her notebook.
So, you guys okay with following me? Like, right now, preferably?
Are you going to the first city, at least?
Yeah, kind of. That's where most of the refugees are currently. Actually, the refugee is now spanning between the first city up until the tower, so whichever way you guys want to go, but I might need your help on something. Would you guys mind listening to my story a little bit?
Uh, well,
Uh,
I mean, we're going to the refugee, which is the place where I would need to go. I'm not sure about
oh,
the others though. Well,
oh, one question, mechanic miss. So I'm one of the members of the historian team that got commissioned by this world to record their history. But I got separated from them. Do you know anywhere or anyone who can help me contacting my group?
Oh, I'm really sorry, but I'm usually not up for this kind of task. I don't know what you're talking about. Specifically, I'm here because the professor told me to take you guys. He's been telling me that there's gonna be 3 lost otherworlders near the outpost, so I gotta fetch you guys and keep you somewhere safe.
Wait, 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 wait,
Um,
wait. The
Huh?
professor.
yeah, the professor, the guy who made all the sisters, the automatons, and well, he's currently really busy in the main tower.
Are you saying the professor knows that we're here?
Yeah, I mean, I think all the automatons, like the sisters, I think they all know you guys are here. You guys don't emit the same energy the the original denizens of Arbor does. And the sisters, they're all connected to the world, and the world are connected to the sisters, and the sisters tells everything to the professor, so,
I see. But you mentioned earlier that your professor knows about us three, including Miso, maybe? Maybe he knows about the historian that got commissioned here, so... Yeah, I
We
would
can
like to meet
ask.
the professor. Yeah,
Oh,
ask him.
well, we can ask, but when I say we can ask, not specifically that we can meet the professor, but
Oh,
what I meant is we can ask little Maya here. Um, all the sisters are connected to the same mainframe, so whatever we ask Maya should be able to reach the main tower, and all the sisters too. So maybe they can help with you, but only if you guys would help me with my task too. Capish?
And what
just a
kind of
little
tasks?
bit.
Just a little bit.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Go on, police officer.
I'm gonna talk with this guy for a little bit as he pushes him to the side and give him a little bit of a whisper. Say,
Him.
the professor is kind of a dangerous guy. He's a very like in my book, you know, the book, the we usually record people. They are like bad in case you chronicles don't understand, like bad people. Get it? One of them is the professor that this guy is talking about. Girl is talking about. Uh, I'm not sure if we should go with to help someone that is supremely as powerful as that. But what do you think?
Hey,
Is he like the number one person in this world?
I believe at that time, the Athanist was only talking to me. As
So what do
I
you think,
said,
Kawan?
the definition between, you know, the criminals deemed, you know, described by IPD and the chronicles are probably different, you know. I'm not sure if I have any files about the professor, but we all know that he's part of this, well, whole thing about the world and whatever it is. This is our way to go into the first city, and hey, we need to go to the refugee camp anyway. And I'm not sure about his plan, but you know, he told the mechanic to ask for our help. Apparently,
I guess it's better than the gun way.
exactly.
You guys done yet?
You know, I'll just hold a minute. Miss Historian, please come here.
Hi, Miss Historian.
Hi.
So, do
Uh,
you trust this person, this mechanic?
Hmm. Well, since she said the professor already knew about us three. Well, it's not like I trust her 100%, but we don't have any other choice.
Still have the gun, but fine.
We'll
But
find
if
a
there's-
use for your gun later. It's fine.
Uh, well, if anything happens, don't blame it on me, okay?
Well, you know the deal. If you know what, I don't think I can die here yet. Lily is still in the west, so I need to meet her first before I lose any access to this world. So
Uh,
it's risky after all.
it's always Lily this, Lily that with you, really. That's, rather than listening to this, let's just go to the mechanic now. I can't with you.
Fine. Let's just go then. Yeah, just like you said, Miss Layla, then we shall just go with this then.
Hi, mechanic.
Yeah, you guys sure took your sweet time, so come in.
Yeah, we decided that it's fine to go with you. Isn't that nice?
Well, yeah, I guess. So, can we go now? I'm just warning you that I'm gonna take you quite a bit ways from the first gate. So we're gonna go a little bit to the forest, and there's an altar in the middle of it. It's nothing sus. We're gonna go back to, well, near the first city, if you guys trust me enough.
Yeah, sure. Right?
Yeah, no big deal.
I'll just tag along.
Okay, follow me then.
While we do that, though, you need to actually explain what's going on with this mission of yours that need help.
Yeah, we could just do things that we don't really understand. Maybe we can't help.
That's true. Well, what do you guys want to do? Because, well, first of all, I'm so sorry, but what do you guys do?
What do we do?
Uh,
How to explain this?
I shoot
let's
things
just
at least.
say.
And pointing to the arrow, the bow and arrow. I can do that at least.
And I can do this as he gestures at his quite large revolver in his right hand.
Oh,
Yeah, you too,
Me?
little miss. Yeah, sure.
so she was focusing on her notebook. Well, I just record everything that I see, feel, and hear.
Okay, you're
I
the
don't know
only
if that
person.
makes sense.
You're the only person that makes sense. That was what I was asking about. I'm not asking whether or not you guys can fight. We're not gonna go to the war, right? You guys are crazy. I'm a mechanic.
I mean, like, what can you do?
Depending on what you're trying to do, depending on what the mission is, it can definitely involve a lot of this. You know, the soldiers from the tax and everything.
Well, but just saying. I told you guys before, but I'm just a mechanic. Like, I can fix stuffs, but I'm not sure if I can fix your stuffs specifically because I don't know them. I think they're made from different materials, you know, your world's material. So I wouldn't know much about those. But anything that originates from Arbor and it's something mechanic, something tech, I could probably fix it. As you know, I'm not really human. I'm tech. My right hand is fully, well, made out of this world's. What can I say? Enchanted metal, the tax. So I can do a little bit of this world's magic, but not much. And I'm not gonna go to war. I'm not. I'm just a mechanic.
We're not. I believe we're not. But we're going to need to go past the outpost anyway to go to the first city, unless you have any other way for us to infiltrate around.
Yeah, well, we're currently walking there, so there's like an altar in the middle of the forest, and with a little bit of spell here and there, and Maya will also give us the clearance. We can probably reach the first city and the refugee camp without having to go through all those, well, complicated check stuffs. This is like super secret, but not like you guys are ever gonna be able to open it, I think. Hopefully.
Well, I would say that I am also kind of a mechanic myself. Well, maybe not as good as you, but I can try to fix stuff. I'm also kind of like a police, so you could just say that I could handle the crowd if you want me to.
Okay, well, pretty good. But the little miss said that you're here to record stuff, so you're basically, well, I don't actually know anything about other worlds. This is actually the first time I've ever heard of another world existing besides ours, so it's actually kind of crazy for me, but I trust the professor, you know?
Oh, um,
That is fine.
Somebody's working
you
hard.
said something?
Oh yeah,
You're not talking to me, right? Oh, sorry. I was so engrossed in what about the story of this world, so I tried to read a little about it on my, my logbook in this guidebook. But listening to your story from earlier, when we just met for the very first time, your
Oh,
world
yeah,
is really interesting. So maybe if you don't mind, maybe we can have a little chat later on while walking, so I can take a note.
Sure. What do you guys
A
want to
little bit of
know?
everything.
A little bit of everything. What is everything?
For example, maybe your little robot over there, because you said that she's connected to all of her sisters, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's working hard.
Well, we're at the right place at the right time. You see that little ruin there behind the tree? That's the altar. That is the passageway. Let's go there for a bit.
Ooh, ooh, I'd like to see that. Is it okay for us to make a little detour, sirs?
That's not a detour. We're going there anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna go there. That's the passageway.
Okay, okay.
Intending to go to the first city, the four of us at that time decided to go through the forest, passing by and trespassing at least through the perimeter of the outpost, going through secret passages that the mechanic knew about. I didn't exactly trust her at that time, but with her knowledge about the secret passageways, at least we could bypass the outpost.
Okay, since
Securities,
we are here.
traps, or anything we need to go past through. Could we? It's probably the question at that time. Everyone please roll double decks. Well, if you go to the stats page, you can see down there there's roll. You can set the what is it, the attribute first, and then you can click roll there. You don't need to roll twice of everything. Not that one. Below it. There you go. Above it, there's a roll that you can just customize, but discretion is also good. Lila, you can also do that, please. That is good. Thank you. Moving through the path that was laid down in front of us by the mechanic. It was quite difficult, but we managed to go through everything. And there we were, in front of an altar that she said to be the secret passageways towards the first city. So this is the path, Miss Mechanic?
Yeah, Yeah, it's here, over here, as you can see. Well, it's gonna open up, but after we do a little bit of who are gonna ask for some permissions to pass, right, Mia?
We need permission to pass.
Yeah.
From who?
From the sisters, since this is a secret passageway. When we say secret, it's like not specifically because nobody can see it. As you can see, it's in the middle of the woods. Like everybody passing by here could probably see this, but to pass, that's a different matter. Well, I can explain it to you guys. Well, rather than explaining it, why don't we do it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, here, I'm going to put little Mia here in the middle of the altar. The mechanic pulls Mia from her shoulder and put the little Mia sitting down in the middle of the quite a big altar. Okay, so actually there's a really good explanation for runes and runics. Maybe you can write this down too. I'm pretty sure the professor won't mind. I'm pretty sure you don't mind, right, Mia? Mia nods.
Actually, she's already writing all of those down.
Well, somebody's working very hard. For me, magic is not really my thing. I'll leave this all to you, historian.
This is really interesting. Are we going to see some kind of demonstration here?
Yeah, it's a really simple magic. It's just to open the door. Well, so let me explain it. So the magical power stored in this world is called the runes, and we can speak the magic words. As you can say, we can speak the magic words, which is the language of the world. That is runic. The world is alive, by the way. It can hear us. It's probably recording you too as you record them back.
Right, that miss. So it's just what everyone believes, that the world is somehow alive. Well, it's not exactly far from our theory of the existence, but really, the world speaks to people here.
Look, some people. It's a dimension thing. So if that's what they believe, where the power came from, then just let them be.
But no, I mean it could be true. I mean, different world, different rules, different universe. It just couldn't wrap my head around it.
It's really
Well,
fascinating
I-
indeed.
Well, I don't know how your world works, but in here, that's common sense, really. So I'm not naturally born with the ability to converse with the world. So you can say I'm a little bit crazy, and the machineries that are attached to my body and my organs, they're actually speaking to me,
What?
controlling me. Ooh, very scary.
They
But nah,
what?
yeah, so I'm not really born with the ability to use this world's magic, the runics. I'm not part of those special people. So I have this, well, this thing, this tech, this enchanted magic arm thingy, which really helps me use magic because the sisters, in order to fix them, I need to be able to use magic a little bit.
Huh.
I see. So magic is really important in this world. Well, maybe I'm not too surprised because I've been to other worlds which has a similar aspect to, you know, having magic as the source of life to the world. But the sisters concept, it's really beautiful, and the way that magic can speak through your body from your mechanical parts of your body. That's new for me.
Well, some people don't even need the mechanical parts to speak to the world, but, well, we gotta make do with what we have, right? So anyways, What we're gonna do right here is I'm going to use a little bit of the magic. As you can see, the right arm of the mechanic starts to glow in a weird bluish light. And she taps her hand down to the ground, all the lights filling up the gaps in between the floors of the altars until it reached Mia in the middle. So, I don't know if other worlders can... Well, I don't even know if you guys have the affinity in the first place, but if you do, you know, when there's runics in activations like this, if you really concentrate, you should be able to hear the voice of the world.
Oh,
It really does speak to you. Well,
That's
it mostly
beautiful.
speaks in poetry and riddles, you know, but you can hear it.
well, chronicler, historian, I'm not really
Um,
adapted to magic. Can you guys hear it? Because I was starting to
Well-
think that maybe we...
Well, I came from a world that also uses magic, but because our magic are different, I believe I cannot hear the voices. But that sounds beautiful the way you put it, Miss Mechanic. I wish I could hear their voice.
So you can't. What about you? Can you?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, you use magic too, right?
If I can hear the voice of the world, I will not question it. So I can't. Also, I can't exactly use my magic from the outside. Technically, I can. You know, it's like, and then I move a little bit to Athenis just to make sure that he is the only one who can hear it. Well, you know, by default, chroniclers can't exactly do anything, but you know my thing. You understand? Just
I guess.
yeah, just don't reveal too much about it.
All right, fine. I'm sorry. Oh, chronicler. Oh, what's that? Right. Yeah, mechanic. That's great. Too bad I'm not attuned to magic. So, but it
Yeah.
sounds like what the historians say. Pretty beautiful.
That's fine. So, well, even if I say I can hear it, it's not like I can really manipulate it. Not specifically this passageway, so everything's up to little Mia over there. You can see Mia seeming to like have little beeps and bops on her screen, like processing something.
What is she doing? I notice that, her face looks kind of different.
Yeah, she's currently communicating with the sisters.
I see.
Well,
Writing aggressively.
the only thing that we can do is wait, I guess. But it's just taking this out of context. But are all the automatons this toy-like cute
And
things?
small. It's pretty small. Doesn't seem like, the eyes protects the world kind of vibe. It's more of a like cute-ish
Yeah.
baby doll.
Oh, Mia is not part of the main administrator of the tower. I mean, technically, because she's this part of the sisters, she is, but she's kind of like a messenger. She's like a mini type.
Oh.
Sure.
What are these main administrator? Do
Well,
they like control the magic or?
well, the main administrators, well, the main sisters who runs the administrator system is on the tower. in the middle of the tower, the core, actually the core of the world itself, they don't really move around that much. The only types that actually move around is like Mia's same types, M types over here, and some of the guardian types, the bigger ones you see shooting at stuffs. Other than them, not a lot of the sisters actually move from the tower, and well, the tower is strictly off limits.
Huh.
We spent
And
This
some time at that time learning about the sisters, the system, and everything through the mechanic and well, whatever Mia was doing. Until suddenly that sound startled us. Well, at least Mia finished her, its, his. I still didn't know until now. Their process of the identification. Look like it's finished or something.
Yep, that's the sign that she's finished. Mia walks back to the mechanic and climbs her body. And as soon as she does, the previous altar that was closed opened up and makes a stair, making a way, well, cave-shaped hallway from under the ground, leading into darkness.
So this staircase will lead us to the first city, but not the first city, right? Not the tower.
Not the tower, just the first city. It's really close to the tower, don't worry.
The police throws a pebble into the stairway. Ah.
Does anyone have a light?
I
have
think
a
if we
flashlight.
fall, we die.
Our eyes will adjust, I believe.
Well, I mean, I could. But poor historian, though.
Are you guys cats?
No, unfortunately, we are
Light?
not. Unfortunately.
Well, maybe I'll just stay close to the mechanic because she has the flashlight.
Yeah, my flashlight is still Mia over here. Mia, show him. You can shine. And then Mia's screen just lights up.
Wow, that's pretty bright. Oh my god, Mia, how many things can you do? You're so cute yet can do so much.
It looked like a little flashlight, but yeah. Go, little boy, girl, whatever you are.
I really want one of these in my world.
So, shall we go in?
Sure, lead the way.
Sure.
After you.
Okay.
So we went through the tunnel. It was quite surreal. Many parts of this world were destroyed. Many parts of this world were tainted by the war, but this tunnel in particular is not. It was one of the places that somehow felt safer than the others. It's not that far of a tunnel that we are going to emerge in the first city anyway at that time. But it did feel as if something more important was supposed to happen that time. As a matter of fact, of this record, well, certainly it definitely did. But it still took a long time since that journey through the tunnel. some of us decided to ask the mechanic. What was it really that she needed our help for? So, Miss Mechanic, you were sent here, well, to us, by the professor and everything, to help you do something?
Oh yeah, that. Well, it's something really simple, but I think we're literally the only people who can do it because we really don't have much going on, do we?
Well, I mean, I have some stuff to do.
I'm just kidding, don't worry.
What is it anyway?
So, the professor has asked me to retrieve something from, well, it's pretty near the tower. Actually, I'm not sure specifically where it is. It might be near the tower, it might be inside the tower. I've never actually touched it before either, so gonna need Maya to actually guide us through this, but there is a system backup for the sisters and the world's data, and we need to kind of get it somewhere safe.
Ah, so we are going to deliver a very important package.
Near the
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
Wait. Then that place will be guarded by the enemies. I mean,
Yeah, we're
your
going
enemies, technically.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Wow, I guess they really do need my gun after all.
I'm not sure if I can do anything because I can't fight.
Well, we're going to take the sneaky way, since I'm telling you guys, I'm not a soldier. I really can't fight that much. But if it's, well, if it's against machineries or something, anything similar to tech and all those bits and bobs, I can probably do something about it. So, as long as it's not, let's say, somebody who could actually use magic, we're okay.
Sure. Man, I'm sure none of us mind fighting a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be really helpful.
And you know what? Maybe you can. Well, you're a mechanic. You're a tower mechanic, so you can definitely help us go through. Well, navigate the place, and the historian can help us with anything.
Well, I have the guidebook about this world.
Well, there you go. There's a guidebook.
Well, there you go.
And I guess the two of us can do the heavy lifting.
But I'm small and weak. I can't do heavy lifting.
Well, your revolver probably can.
All right,
Is
fine.
this kid broken or something?
And look, I'm even though I'm small, I'm probably way older than you. Okay, Miss Mechanic thing.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
Thousands,
okay.
probably.
Shh, I'm not
Thousands
that
of
old.
days or minutes. His thousands of minutes old.
Seems like
Let's
you were
just-
just born yesterday, huh?
Not from you,
I'm just
historian. You are still a little baby compared to us. All right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you know what? Whatever you guys' age is, it probably won't really surprise me. I've heard, well, rumors about the professor, and I didn't believe it either at first, but now that I've seen all this thing about the other worlds, I kind of start to kind of believe it. I don't think I think this is gonna last. There's gonna be last things that's gonna surprise me in my lifetime.
Well,
Ooh,
here's
what
something you
kind
can be surprised at. He shows the mechanic his eyes changing colors every second. Behold, it's disco time.
Okay. I think there's a contact lens sold in the fifth city that could do something like that to your eyes. But you know, the people who usually use that kind of contact lenses are the people who goes to clubs.
Oh,
There you go. That's what I've
Uh,
been telling him all this time, that it's not that
Like-
special.
it's stylish. It's stylish. It's special. Look, not a lot of people can actually do this, all right? Look, it's rainbow eyes, rainbow eyes. You know what?
You know,
You guys don't understand.
Every single
Yeah,
time in
people-
every single world that we met, you just do that and we have the same argument.
People who have rainbow eyes. Wait, I think I've heard about this before. And then she whispers, "Are you the kind of people who can live for like, I don't know, forever?"
Me live forever? I mean,
I mean, longevity. Like you have a very long years.
well, us IPDs don't really tie to time, really. Just like he stares at the chronicler. But,
Oh, wait, you're from the IPD. Now I see why you said that you worked with one of us before. Okay, I get it. Sorry, I didn't pay attention earlier. Or maybe I haven't heard it from you.
oh, so you do know the IPD.
I've heard about it. Every people who wants to be a historian learned about them, but well, not all of our people in our tribes though.
Well, if nobody's going to be awed with my rainbowic eyes, I guess I'll just be in the back appreciating myself. Thank you.
That's what you're going to do while we walk.
I mean, is there anything that you guys want to know?
Lila quietly touches the wall. Like, I wonder when when was this built? Hmm. What kind of
This?
material is this?
I don't know. Probably like 100 or 200 years ago. I don't really know. I wasn't born yet.
Hmm.
Definitely look that old. But
Notice your world. Notice your world again. Opens her guidebook. Oh, so this place wasn't built-
Miss,
Oh.
please don't go too far. You might get lost. Come here, come here.
Sorry.
Well, somebody's being busy.
Sorry, sometimes I just got lost in my thought whenever I. So, you know, interesting architecture like this.
Don't worry. You can ask me anything, really. It's the least I could do to repay you guys' help. I don't really know why the professor told me to, bring you guys to this mission, honestly. He knows more stuffs than normal people do, And, well, I surely don't know anything, so I just do what he told me to do.
He told you specifically about the three of us? Three outsiders you're gonna meet?
Yeah, specifically that there are going to be 3 people not from this world. Specifically.
So
All I
maybe
can
he
say
does
about
know
that
about
is,
some of
well,
the story.
it's either he needs outsiders, or couldn't be identified by the enemy factions, or it does have anything to do with, well, any kind of interplanar, interdimensional thing. As looking at the 3 of us,
That
IPD
strikes a
and the
bit-
historian thing and whatever I am, definitely have anything to do with that, so.
mean.
Well, maybe it's as simple as he wants other worlds to know about Arbor.
If-
Well, it's. Have you been looking around Arbor lately?
Other than the bullets and the puffs of smoke in the sky.
I know. I know. It's really crazy. This is going to sound pretty grim, but I don't know how long I would last. I don't know if the professor would last. I don't know if the sisters would last. They've been here forever, and well, maybe the professor just wants something somewhere to take note, you know?
It's- It strikes a little bit odd for me because when I ask my friend, I mean, my mentor didn't really say about who commissioned us. He just said that he got this commission addressed specifically for his team. And then my friend told me to go. Please.
What?
I mean, we didn't really know who actually commissioned us. I was wondering which faction who did it, who asked, who sent the commission to us. But yeah, now that I think about it, that might be someone your professor knows. Because you said that he knows about the existence of the historian.
Maybe. I don't. Nobody. The professors don't really talk to people, you know? He don't really tell about his past life or what he really knows about the world to anybody, so this is the one time he does, and it's to me, so it's a great honor. It's crazy, really. It's still really hard to believe this is happening, like, who are you guys really? But I just trust the professor.
Do all people of this world trust the professor that much? I mean, like, what?
Well, no, of course. That's why the war happened.
You're
Yeah,
right.
actually, yeah, that's probably the main reason for the war in the first place.
Oh,
The
and you
professor,
mentioned-
yeah, the
Oh,
professor,
sorry, continue first.
he's not really from Arbor either, or so the rumors said. He's been here forever. I don't know since when, but he's clearly not from this world. And he's clearly not as young as he looks. Nobody really knows his full name, and all we know is that he created the sisters.
Yeah. At least that thing too we know. You know what, we'll see.
Oh,
I just
if
hope
I
that
may
the professor
ask,
knows what he's doing right now.
Yep.
oh, if I may ask, Miss Mechanic, you said earlier that there's some rumor going on about Professor out there. I'm sorry if I missed that you mentioned it, but what is it exactly?
The what now? Sorry.
The rumors about Professor that you mentioned earlier. There are rumors
Oh,
going
yeah.
around about him.
Maya is this... Maya doesn't seem to respond or react, so the mechanic just continued. I mean, whatever, it's just rumors, right? Well, rumors is just the professor not even a person, so he's kind of like a demigod.
I can see that.
Person from another dimension starts a new world. Interesting. Oh, that's gonna be off the record though. I'm not going to write about this.
Uh-huh.
But Lila is suddenly lost deep in her thought.
Without
So
Wow.
yeah, well, the well, so not a lot of people actually trust him because imagine having this foreign being suddenly comes to your world and start establishing rules. He does sound, seem, and act a little bit like a solitary dictator sometimes. So I kind of get what people meant when they said he's probably a false god and everything, but I I've met him and he's he just doesn't seem like that type, you know?
Oh, so you've met him. Well, what do you think about him then?
He well, if I didn't know about all the rumors, he just seemed like this silly young man, like a nerd, a scholar, you know?
Well, in my opinion, believe what you believe then. If you see him that kind of way, well, that's also him, right?
I guess. Yeah. The point is, I believe the professor, so I'm part of the people that actually roots for the sisters and the professor to mm, stay here, you know?
Mhm.
Well, we better act soon because I don't think there's going to be any here if this keeps on going. You know, the war.
Bright. Why is everything so bright now?
absorbed into our conversation that we had about the world, the professor, and the state of Arbor at that time. We didn't notice at first, but village, the first city, or at least what remained of it. Majority of the city itself had already been destroyed and claimed by those who opposed the sisters. But the remaining of the sympathizers managed to save at least a small portion of the place. That at that time barely functioned at all. They use old texts. Some used simple magics the little magics that they can do to at least make sure that life was still going on in that place. But even the buildings just served as roofs that protect everyone from the ashes or the rain when it pours, if it even does. Just like any warzone that I've seen before, the place didn't look like any place to live at all. But there we were, reaching a refugee camp. With only a little number of combatants and too many of them that needed protection. And here we are. Well, I guess at least we reach our destination.
Well, that's quite a lot of people. I mean, not a lot, but like, you know. I don't think I
Yeah.
can protect this thing alone.
Well, certainly more people than I thought will actually be here.
Yeah.
Miss Mechanic,
Oh, yeah. What? Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. Yeah?
you know, the threshold of the siege is closing into this place, and I don't think it's safe for them to stay here still.
I know, but this really is the last line of defense for the civilians, and, well, some of the sisters, well, the guardians sisters, are already standing by outside the city borders, and if this is not enough, we don't really have anywhere else for them to stay. Honestly, at this point, I can kind of understand some of the people who chose to side with, well, any other factions, really, because this is just not the way to survive, you know?
Well, of course, I wouldn't. Why are they still here then?
Because, well, some of them, well, most of them have been indebted to the sisters and the professor for generations. They just believe in the sisters and the professor, I guess, as I do too.
Makes sense. We can think
What?
of...
Well, anyways, you guys are not going to actually mingle with them. You don't have to divert your attention to them at all. It's none of your business, right?
Well,
Technically, it's part of my job, but
also mine.
we need to get
What are
them
your
out of
jobs
here
again?
sometime. In a way or another, it's too dangerous for them to be involved in a... The war can get here anytime soon. I don't think it's safe for them to stay here.
Yeah, we're trying to work on that. But, well, this thing, the mission from the professor, we really need to prioritize this, because if we don't get the system back up, well, there's no meaning in saving all these people in the first place, I think. So,
Well, of course,
we
this...
should-
Okay, let me ask, this system backup data located in the tower, is that part of the place that is occupied by the enemies? That's what you're saying, right?
yes, but no, the system backup is somewhere a little more to the side, so it's not really where the war is currently mainly taking place in. It's not exactly in the main tower, but somewhere underground and a little bit to the side based on the blueprint Mia gave me.
But there's still some...
There might still be some infiltrators trying to, yeah.
Well, of course. Do you have any idea of how to get in at least at all?
Well, we could go to more secret passageways, right, Mia? Mia here can ask for permission anytime, and we can just swoop, you know?
Does Mia know anything about the inside of this secret passageways? Is there any surveillance camera or anything if it is a thing here? Can Mia tell us the situation inside?
Maybe
Is there
there's
any
like
traps or something.
ambush or something, right?
How many people do they place there?
Oh, that's enemy information, which I'm not sure. Mia can't really talk, if you guys haven't noticed,
Yep.
but if we ask her something
Yeah.
and if we ask her for missions, like to dodge or turn off the traps or to open the passageways or to show us a little bit of the map, I think she can do at least that much, right, Mia? Mia nods.
But
Oh,
Mia
Mia,
can't tell us anything about if there's an enemy, if there's some enemy inside that place, Mia can't tell us about that.
She might be able to. Well, through a special alarm.
Oh, or maybe can Mia, you know, ask for scout help from her sisters?
Oh, that would be a little complicated. You know how the sisters they emit a special kind of aura, yeah? That's how the enemy kind of detects them too. So
I
if we stay
see.
with too much of the sisters, it might seem inconspicuous and we might get targeted instead.
Oh, I see. So the enemy can see how they communicate.
Well, they communicate through the world, so they can still communicate, but if there's too much of them, especially the stronger sisters, I think our mission it wouldn't be a stealth mission anymore.
I guess that's
I
why you
understand.
guys need us, so we don't get what are they called again? We don't get tracked as easily because our aura is not as the same as what you guys have or the sisters or something like that, right?
Well, there's
Yeah,
Yes. Hi.
Hey, we at least
maybe
know
that
something.
makes sense.
Then
We are
let's get this over
undetected.
with then before we do anything reckless in the refugee camp. Then I'm looking at you, Athenis.
Yeah. Look away. Stop staring.
Yeah, anyway. Lead the way.
Yeah.
If you can show us any of those secret passages, then
Sure. Come over here.
we went a little bit to the outskirts of the first city. And just like what the mechanic told us, the part of the tower that we needed to infiltrate wasn't actually part of the main tower. Something, a system backup, an artifact at least, that is buried down there in the underground was our mission. Just like before, the mechanic brought us to the entrance of one of the secret passageways. Small altar, just like before. Probably a place where Mia could actually do a ritual to give us access. But to our surprise, the secret entrance was already opened. Forced open. Is it supposed to be open?
Looks safer than before.
No, this is not supposed to be happening. The sisters won't use the secret passage. It's only the professor and me, and I only knew about the secret passage now. And this is
Does anyone else
This is-
know about the secret passages?
no, nobody's supposed to know about the secret passages. That's why it's a secret passage, right?
Or maybe the professor just used this recently?
Can't be. He's really busy.
I see. So, do you
Okay,
think...
so this entrance to the tower, the other tower that you're talking about is already compromised, and from the looks of it, they're actually forced open, so enemies might be inside.
Either that or the enemies is already inside here, as in came from the other side to here. Maybe he already infiltrated the
In the
camp
first city
that we had
you're
before.
saying they're already inside the
Yeah.
city?
Yeah.
That is also plausible, yes.
That sounds very dangerous. There are already intruders inside.
Yeah,
How are we supposed to go there then? Do you have any other
I think
secret passage? Or...
I think there might be other secret passages, but that would take too much time. I think we should just go in and if we're lucky, we might have the upper hand and catch the enemies by surprise or something.
Well, of course, that is an option, yes. Then, I guess
I
Any
leave
of
the
us who
fighting
can-
thing to both of the guys.
any of us that can sneak around really well needs to lead the way at least.
I wonder who that is.
When you say that, little boy, does that mean you can do it, or are you actually asking?
I mean, what?
It's probably part of your training anyway, so just lead the way then. The mechanic can show you the way, but you can lead our
Well,
stealth.
if you ask me, oh, kindly like that, of course I will. Okay, let me
Right,
just
please lead us. You're the only one who can do it.
As it is. Okay. Care to lead me the way, mechanic?
Okay, but are you? I'm sorry, Mister. Are you sure this kid can?
Yes, to our well, just like he said, he's not exactly a kid. He's just small.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Okay.
Why do I still
You
feel
know about small
like
people, they can, hide really well.
I still have my
That's
gun.
true. That's true. Well, come on then. I trust you, I guess.
All right then.
Then we went into another passage that was already compromised. Everyone roll double decks, please. Sure. We walked and walked and walked, sneakily passed through all those hallways in the darkness, making sure that we don't make too much noises. And it seemed to be working. But the deeper we got into the tower, the more worrisome it looked. evidence, markings of battles that happened just recently are present in the walls and the ceiling, in the bodies of guardians automatons. And the enemy factions, soldiers. We managed to pass through some of them without making any noise, because it seemed like they're trying to find a passage to the main tower or back to the first city. As the hall got bigger and wider, reliefs and writings on the wall, carvings start to show up. Things that we didn't know about Arbor, or things that are written there. Mechanics, what are these? Stories of, well, are these the sisters or anything?
I haven't been here before, but it's probably the history of Arbor. To be more specific, the professor and the sisters. I don't know why would they write anything like this inside here, though.
If it was made hundreds of years ago, it's probably for recordings, or it could also be written by the believers or anything.
Might be. I mean, probably way before the sisters are finished, they needed help from civilians too, so it's a probability some of them wrote this.
Are these older than the previous passageway that we went through? Because this seems... No.
It looks like it.
Seemed like so, yeah, but I stopped in front of one of the markings and saw something that is bigger than everything else. This picture, relief of a lady. Who is she? Is she part of the sisters? Hey, the two of you, and also Miss Mechanic, if you can actually provide that information. Who is this twin-tailed one? Wait, there's actually four.
Beautiful.
I don't... Maya? You might be... With a boop and a bop. Mia showed the picture similar to the one on the wall's reliefs. Oh, I guess this is also one of the sisters. I don't really manage the main core. I only mostly give a little tune for the smaller sisters, so I don't know, but if Mia knows her, she's probably part of the sisters too. But this relief is really, really old.
Must be something very important then.
Judging that you don't know about this, maybe this is one of the... Do professors have like a secret type of sister that haven't been revealed to, to the public, to the world?
Well, there is a legend of one sister that is managing the main core of the world. Um, this might be her.
The Z type you're talking about.
Yes.
You know about this, sir?
Yeah, it's mythical. It's mythical, so I'm not sure if it's, but supposedly there's at least one Z type because there's 26 types.
Well, that makes sense.
One for every letter, yes. I mean, but that makes perfect sense. But the Z type is something that I heard from other worlders who visited the arbor years ago before the war first started.
Other worlders know about the Z type and I don't.
Well,
That's kind of crazy.
We're otherworlders.
it's kinda complicated to explain.
Yeah, it's like you're
Mr.
talking to the world thing. We work in mysterious ways.
Mr. Chronicler. That's actually really interesting that you know about this fact even when the mechanic doesn't know about it, because we historian people, we don't even have the record of this type.
Technically, I do not know about it. I read about it in a report before about arbor. Why am I telling you this? I'm
Well,
not
maybe I
supposed to tell anyone
Well,
about this.
she's learning. She's learning. She wants
maybe
to learn more.
I apologize. Maybe I should just, read my homework before I arrived here.
No, it's fine. It's
She
not
left
like they
over.
will. It's not like they can erase my existence or anything.
Haha.
They
So,
shut up, Athenis.
Anyway, the
Well-
Z type. If what does managing world mean?
Well, it's kind of like in order for everybody to be able to use magic, the sisters kind of help the people who can't really communicate with the world to communicate with the world. So they're kind of like a telephone line. So every magic that flows through the world currently goes through the Z type automaton before they can actually use it.
Can you use magic?
As I said, I can only use the simple ones, but like for the bigger magic, like world altering magic, like for example, you want to make like a whole island disappear magic, you need to go through the sisters for that.
Huh.
But if this is true and this is her, bad news. That means probably the enemy faction is going for her then, especially knowing how she looks now. If they actually go through this passage too.
well, we're not sure if this how she looks like though, because no one ever heard about the Z type other than the Sir, right? Because they don't write the type here. See. So at this point, Layla is a bit you can see that she's getting even scared than earlier. It looks like she's worried or something. And then she slowly, quietly whisper to make sure that no one hears about this. That, well,
Yeah, that's a possibility. The only people who have actually met the sisters are the sisters themselves. Points at Mia. The professor, some of the world's rulers, and some of the heroes. That's all.
The
heroes. What
Oh,
are
yeah.
these heroes?
That's impeccable timing by the two of you, but let's go back to the heroes thing.
What is the hero?
So-
What is the hero?
The heroes, you know how usually in any history, really, there's figures that are written and they have their own stories, their own legends, their own specific feats that are beyond normal people. You know that's common in other worlds too, right? Please tell me it is.
The police points to himself.
Depends
Okay.
He thinks him.
depends on the meaning of heroes.
Yeah, he
you know.
thinks he's a hero,
Yeah.
but well,
Am I not? I mean, I have a big.
you're a
gun.
police at least.
Hey,
Well,
police are
it's a
heroes.
term, so if you think you are, then maybe you are. I don't know, but well, I could say that the professor is kind of a hero, but as he is not from Arbor, so he's more than that really, but maybe originally in his world, the professor is a hero. People who could actually change the world, change nature and how it works, people who defeat the big bad guy, those kinds of people, they are the heroes, right?
Oh. Well,
The
yeah,
people-
you can describe
yeah.
them like that.
Yeah, the people who changed Arbor's history and, well, did amazing feats that even the world approves of, they are the heroes. Obviously, some of them met with all the sisters and the professor because how could they change the world if they don't go through the sisters, right?
Yeah.
And technically, well, Sir Athenis, sir. Well,
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
someday
yeah.
you can also be a hero.
Hey, I don't need anyone to say that I'm a hero to say that I'm a hero. I'm already
It's
a hero.
just,
I'm a
it's
hero.
just the thing is, the current hero is they are not siding with the sisters. They're siding with the civilians. Well, the civilians are against the professor and the sisters.
I see.
Well, I mean, don't take this in the wrong way since you're on the professor side, but well, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would think that your professor here is trying to play God along with your sisters, of course. No hard feelings, but I think that's just what many people would feel.
Well, there's a thing that was also it's another rumor. It's a really old rumor that's actually it's been scratched off of history books, but it is said that well, Arbor's not supposed to exist now. It's not supposed to still exist, this world.
Supposed to exist? Well,
Yeah. Arbor is
what did they mean by that?
again, it's a really old scrapped off legend, but Arbor is supposed to be dead like a few hundred years ago, and the professor kinda saved Arbor.
The police just gets closer to the chronicle and whispers that's actually why that everyone is searching for him right now. I mean, at least the IPDs.
You don't think
I'm not sure how to tell
You
this.
don't think I know that?
Well, I mean, we kind of have the same kind of book according to histories.
In any case, let's say it in a louder voice so everyone can hear. There's no such thing as playing God. If you can do things that the gods can do, then you are one.
That's a nice logic, but really scary.
And
Because
all the gods do is play God anyway, so
true.
it's not like they're noble beings or anything.
You know, you'll get fired one of these days.
The timekeeper.
I
will.
mean,
I meant my superior will not fire me just because I say that.
At this point, Lila can be seen as not really listening to the other's conversation because she has been sweating bullets, and she whispers to herself, I know I shouldn't be here. Why did I come along with them?
You okay, historian? You're sweating kind of a lot.
You wanna
Are
go home, Miss Historian?
No, it's okay. I'm just worried about you know, when can I be with my group? And inside her mind, Lila's thinking about, why did I agree to follow my friends to this world? Why did I have to pretend that I'm in training?
Yeah. Oh, well. Let's put this aside and get that little system back up to the professor. Yeah, because I really feel that this is not. I'm not supposed to be here. I. It's a little complicated. This whole world thing for me. I'm just a mechanic, but
Oh yeah, our mission.
even after knowing this, I still believe in the professor. I hope I'm believing in the right cause. You guys think?
Believe what you want to believe.
That's very kind of you.
I'm just
So
here to
yeah,
help.
right, our mission.
Yeah.
Let's go then. And we proceeded through the empty tower again, trying to make sure none of us got caught up in traps or anything, but Mia helped us with that. Roll double decks again. We didn't know how long the enemies, or at least the enemies of the sisters, had been inside that part of the tower. It could be why the professor told the mechanic to come here. But we passed by a few camps. That were built inside the small halls, the side of the hallways throughout the whole place. But fortunately we managed to pass through all of them and reach our destination, and the door is standing before us, and it seemed to be locked by some kind of machinery that is controlled with the magic of that world, something that the sisters will probably be able to help us with. There were a lot of markings. There were a lot of damages around the door, showing that whoever infiltrated this part of the tower probably tried to get in forcefully and failed at it. But it seemed like Mia had an idea of a way to open it. So the door. How to open the door? Miss Mechanic.
Well, I wouldn't know. But Mia, can you please open the door? We need to get to the other side. So, the mechanic puts Mia on the floor, and Mia walks really slowly, really clumsily, towards the door, and give it a nice rhythmic tap. And just like before, some numbers and codes appears on her screen as if she's processing something. And not long after, the door rumbles.
The rumblings of the door followed by lights that illuminates the lining. Shook the ground quite hard. As it revealed a room behind it. A series of machineries. Something that I would actually identify as a computer adjacent in this world. As if functioning as the mainframe computer for the side of the tower was sitting below a huge monitor above it. A device standing in the middle. It was the one that the mechanic thought would be the place where the system backup was. But as we approached, the device started to light up. As if it activated a function inside the system. And turning on whatever outside of that room, as we all could feel the energy rushing out from the source. A distorted noise could be heard throughout the whole place. But we weren't sure what it said. Did anyone hear that?
A little
It's
bit.
very
What is that?
Faint. It was very faint, but yeah.
I didn't hear anything. What? It's my ears. I'm telling you, it's all that gunshots, you know?
I mean, if you're living in this state for quite some time, I guess you might have a trouble with hearing every now and then. But anyway,
Might be.
what
Speak
was
up, boy.
that? Awan, what was that?
What?
What was that?
What was what?
The
The
thing
noise?
that we hear, the small stuff, yeah.
No, it's just distorted. Just let me try to listen to it. Everyone who tried to listen, please roll double insight. Athenis and Layla. Okay, fine. At that time, we didn't know why, but the mechanic didn't even hear it. But the three of us did. A subtle voice coming from everywhere throughout that room. Everything, as if it's magically penetrating our ears. So we heard a voice. We didn't know better. Is anyone listening? We didn't know better. If this message really reached the past, please whoever listened to this, please know that that we destroyed the world. Please save her. Please make sure that she survived the Z-type. She's real, and make sure she stays.
Do you hear that? It's oh, what is the term again?
Yeah, the voice mentioned about Z-type.
What? Is this an otherworldly thing? I don't hear anything.
Well, Chronicler?
Sounds like something coming from the future.
Well,
Whose voice is that?
most importantly, he moved aside and pulls the historian and chronicler with him.
Oh,
Looks like, well, I was right. The world is getting destroyed sooner or later.
And that's probably
Layla's
the data
eyes
that we need to
widened.
retrieve, and the mechanic needs to know.
Does she
are we in
needs
the
to know?
position to let her know?
Why are you guys whispering?
Miss Mechanic,
I mean, if this is her world's fate, she's one of the people of this world.
I
So we
walk
shouldn't change course of the fate.
to the mechanic and just close your eyes and listen really, really well.
Oh, okay.
Force of the world, right?
With assistance, that message finally reached the mechanic. The message that seemed to be coming from the future, from the end of Arbor. Did you hear that?
The end of Arbor? That's kind of messed up. I know that we're in war, but it's...
Whatever it is, we need to bring this data back to the professor. The Z-type is probably in danger. At the end of this war, whatever happened to her,
Oh,
it will be the end of Arbor.
wow, that's kind of a lot to digest. Yeah. where is that? Sorry. Let me regain my composure for a bit. Sorry.
Take your time. It's okay.
No, this is hard to hear.
What
Okay,
mo-
I've decided it doesn't concern me. What's gonna happen in the future? It doesn't really concern me just yet. I'm here now, and we're here to get the system back up. We're here to get the system back up to the professor, right, Mia?
You are one strong person.
Nah, I'm just not. Actually, if I'm stronger, I might be able to do something about this, but I'm just a mechanic. So, come on, Mia. Where's that little system back up, please? Pop up the map.
with Mia's help, we managed to retrieve the drive for the system backup. The mechanics held on to that while multiple footsteps could be heard closing into that room. I think we got company.
Yeah.
As I drew my
What?
bow and arrow.
Well, mechanic, historian, can you guys actually like do anything during times like this? As he loads his gun.
Well, the only thing that I can do is just open a portal.
That's nice.
Athenius, I need you
mechanic?
to protect the mechanic. Well, you know the deal with Chronicles. Dying here doesn't
alright.
mean, well, me being dead, actually, but
Well, hurt is still hurt. Still.
I understand, but I
really
should.
hate it.
But we should make way.
Oh. What? Well, I don't anymore. I don't have any more life points anyway. So, all right.
It's not like I'm suicidal here. I'm just, that's the best strategy for now. I don't want to die either.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know, Lily's
okay.
waiting for me in the west.
Yeah, Lily does do that. You know, it's fine. It's okay. Go what you need to do, hero boy. Okay, mechanic. Do you know another way out of here?
Another way out? Well, there should be a more roundabout way to the top of the tower if we take our time to actually read the map a little bit from Mia.
Well-
There's like multiple layers of the tower, so it might take some time, but I'm pretty sure it's possible.
All right. Let's just find a place to settle down for a bit.
What about
Because
Miss
things
Historian
could
then?
get-
Miss Historian, can you actually fight? Or do you need any weapon? Can we provide you with any weapon?
I don't really know how to use weapons. I'm sorry.
I have my dagger. Do you want my dagger? This is really easy to use.
Hmm. Well, I can try.
If you've ever peeled an apple or a potato, you can use a dagger. Here you go.
Yeah, it's not apple or potato. It's just Thanks,
I
mechanic.
can always
human,
try. I can always
probably.
try. I can always try.
Fine, then
Well.
let's find a way out then.
All right. Did you find any place?
Everyone, please roll double dicks again.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Double deck.
Making sure that we stayed calm we ran out of that place and find the shortest way out. Fortunately, managing to stealth around, we saw a bunch of the enemy faction soldier with their weapons and their own tech soldiers. There was a lot of back and forth, but at least we managed to pass all of them unscathed without that much problem. But unfortunately, that didn't last long. The door was blocked by a bunch of them. One that especially looking like the general of that platoon. There was no other choice but to fight. So I looked back and saw all three of them. Is everyone ready?
Well, lock and loaded.
Ready or not.
Right, ready or not.
Then let's roll initiative then. Ooh. Do any of you remember the rules for battles in Fabula Ultima?
No.
Not really.
Not really. not really.
By
Fine.
not really, I mean, I forgot everything. Thank you.
Cheat sheet.
So we pick turns. So the turns will alternate between players and the enemies. So and because the mechanic rolled critical success 16. We are moving first. And every of our turn we pick who goes on that turn, and so on and so forth, back and forth between the players and the enemies. There are 2 enemies, by the way. And so the first turn, who's going first?
I'll go
Definitely
first.
not me.
Sure. Athenis.
All right.
The 4 what we saw at that time were 2 of the enemy soldiers. One is a bigger one with holding a huge sword that is tuned with the runic and attack that they are using with this almost robotic armor. And the other one was his guard holding a huge lance. So one is identified as the Praetor and the other one an elite. It's now your turn, Athenis. Which one are you? What are you going to do, at least?
Can I use quick assessment?
Quick assessment.
At the start of a conflict, you might spend up to 5 mind points. For every 5 mind points you spend this way, choose a creature you can see, and the GM reveals one of their traits. Or name a damage type and choose a creature you can see, and the GM reveals that creature's affinity towards the damage type.
Sure. So what are you going to do with that?
Quick assessment if the creature is weak to thunder.
How many mind points are you using for that? Just
I
five.
use 10.
Sure. So both of them. You're trying to assess both of them?
Yes.
Sure. The elite, the smaller one, is vulnerable to lightning, while the other one doesn't have any affinity at all to the lightning. Thunder, I meant.
Ooh. All right. Let me just.
I believe that is your turn.
No, that's just like the start of the turn.
All right, if sure.
At the class. And then I would use my action to I would use my action to use Tinker skill called, oh lord, Magisphere.
A Magisphere, sure.
I would use elemental weapon of the Magisphere, and imbue my weapon with electricity.
Sure. With your, I believe you're using inventory point then.
Yes.
Using a Magisphere skill, you, the moment we saw those enemies, I saw Athenis, Eye of Athenis, conjured a ball, a sphere of bolt, and put it inside his gun. And the gun is imbued now, and then with bolt magic, I guess. Is that all?
That is all. Oh,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I will now perform a free attack as part of the same action
Sure.
to
roll the attack.
elite.
To the elite. Sure. Roll the attack for your gun thing. Double dex, I believe.
Double dice.
Oof. Sure. Oh god. That was bad. As he Rai then immediately shot a bullet towards the elite soldier, who then just who swing his lance and just parry the bullet however he could. That was really weird. And then on the next turn, it's his turn as he proceeds toward Eye of Athenis and attack him with his lance. Is that a hit?
That is a hit.
Sure. As the elite then stab Rai with the lance, and you got 18 physical damage. Next of our turn. Who's going this time? Is it me? Is it everyone else? People?
Sure, I can go.
Sure. The mechanic then. What are you going to do, mechanic?
The mechanic is going to spend 3 inventory points to create a magic cannon with the bolt element.
Sure.
Okay, so question: Can she fire the magic cannon now, or
Magic cannon is a weapon.
Wait, let me look at that. No. You can use it like the next turn.
okay, then that's the end of her turn.
Sure. Then the next turn is the Praetor. It will use he will use his huge sword to raise it. It's like a round seam of that sword from this runes. There are transcribed there. There's this fire start to accumulate around the edge of that sword, and then you just swung it towards Awan actually, and that will be plus the 8 plus 1. That was fortunately not a hit, as the firebolt just shot as the firebolt shot towards Reza. He raises what is it? Dreamcatcher, and this barrier that stopped that firebolt, and there's no damage, fortunately. Next turn, Lila, do you want to go first or should I?
Maybe you can go first, unless I can do a flash. Unless
Sure.
I can do another quick assessment.
You can.
Did
Mhm.
did Athenis, scan every single enemy, or did he just scan only one? Sorry, I didn't.
Both of them at the same time before.
Both of them.
He
okay.
scanned both of them for thunder affinity.
Yes.
Apparently,
Oh.
the elite one is vulnerable to thunder. Meanwhile, the other one is not really.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Well, maybe I can check their HP then.
HP?
No?
No, you can't. You can't do that.
Oh, you can.
It's either
only
trades or
trade.
damage type. Yes. I was like
Right.
HP.
Oh, we cannot do that. I see.
Yeah, trades or damage type.
Okay. Wonder if I can actually use my surrounding to attack that. Oh, sorry. One dumb question, GM.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to, do the magic portal thing, so I can open the portal right behind one of the enemy and throw the, doing the portal thingy? Like, I throw the dagger, and then the dagger will come from the portal behind the enemy, so it will stab from behind.
Oh.
Will it be allowed or not?
I
it be
will.
allowed or
I will
not?
give you +2 on that roll. So just roll the dagger as usual.
All right.
Just roll the steel dagger as usual, and then +2. I will give you a +2 bonus on that. That will be 15. Towards which one? The elite, or is it the Praetor?
The predator.
The Predator, sure. At that time, Lila opened this small portal behind her and then sent a dagger towards that area where no one was. A little bit dumbfounded by that, we didn't realize that the dagger then another portal showed up behind one of the enemy, and then the dagger that she threw actually flung through that portal and stabbed that enemy and gave him 11 physical damage. I believe.
I didn't know how to aim.
And then you lost the dagger.
I still have my tome, don't worry.
Hey,
Sorry,
mechanic.
Sorry.
Seems like she kind of threw the dagger kind of far away. I hope that's okay for you.
Well, that's my only dagger.
We can retrieve that, that's fine. And then I will, Reza will, Awan at least will, use the barrage skill for using his bow, and then get some, and then we'll roll for accuracy. That is not hit. It doesn't hit anyone. Top of the round, our turn again. Who's doing it?
Mechanic?
Mechanic, do you
Okay,
want to go
sure.
first? Sure, Mechanic. let's go
Sure.
first.
Okay. Well, the mechanic will shoot the magic cannon.
Good God. All rolls. That is also not a hit. The next, as the mechanic tried to attack the elite again with that cannon, and the elite jumps around, dodging everything as he managed to jump above everyone and twirl his lance, and once again try to attack the last person who attacked him. So he will attack the mechanic. So that's plus might. There we go. Well, I believe 19 is a hit. So 10 plus 12. The lance then just like the mechanism you through that cannon, you lost a little bit of your concentration, and like that lance towards like your left arm, you got 22 physical damage. You are not in crisis yet. Next is
Ain't I in crisis? I think I am.
22. So you are at 26 right now.
Oh yeah, not yet.
26
Not yet.
is not half of 48. Yeah. Next up, our turn again. I believe maybe Athenis will want to go first, or Layla.
Yeah, I thought it's good.
Go on then, Athenis.
One of it is one of it a soldier rank construct. Is it a construct?
Good for you to ask. One of them is actually a construct.
Okay.
The elite is actually a construct.
Alright, so I'm going to summon. I'm going to run towards the elite, and then just face jump at it, just like jockey in zombies and stuff. And then I would start summoning a square creature that is glowing, and use Magitech Override.
Magitech. Oh, sheesh.
I will use 10 mind points.
Magitech override. Oh, there we go. Good.
Yeah.
So you can see. You get control of creature. Okay. Then please
Roll ins.
roll insight. Double insight, yes. Let me see the DC for that. Oh, okay. An opposed insight and insight. Let me roll double insight. 2d8. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh!
Hacker man.
Hacker man.
What's this happen as the elites are like sort of targeting the other ones again? Try to attack you. After attacking the mechanic, you leap and you send your, I believe that's a companion. That cube thing. You give you do a magic deck override on this one, and yep, it's under your control now.
Look, mechanic. I'm kind of a mechanic myself, you see.
Yeah, I believe you now.
At this time, it is the Praetor's turn, and looking at that, he will attack you, right? So, but now with his huge sword. So that's a D10 +1. And is 14 a hit?
That's a hit.
Yes, and then it attacked you, and then you got 19 total damage. You are at 1 hit point now.
Hey,
Almost.
I feel like I'm bleeding a little bit a lot today.
That one slash, you can see everyone could see that the blood sort of splutters to spurt out from his body. But now it is our turn again. Layla, what are you going to do?
I can see that you are in a very bad situation there, officer.
I am quite in pain.
If you could wait a little bit more, I think I might patch you up.
All right. I mean, I'm just
Oh, you
gonna
can do
hang out
something.
until of this robot if you can.
Oh, thank God. At least one of us can do a healing. What should I do? I don't know. I have this book, this very thick book. Should I smack one of them with this book?
Probably.
Okay, I'm just gonna try.
Sure. With your notebook, you tried to attack which one? The one under your eyes control, or the other one, or the enemy, the other one?
The other one.
Sure, that is definitely a hit, and then you just like with your while panicking, Lila, you raise your notebook and like just swing it towards the head of that predator, and then it got 16 physical damage. That's nice actually.
He got a very big bump on his head. Oh, can I retrieve the dagger as well?
Yeah, it's just a bonk. And then at this time,
Can I retrieve the dagger as well?
all of you, yeah, you can. It's up to it's okay. You run and you get it. At this time you see Awan raise raise his Dreamcatcher again and just flick it, and then he uses his skill Stolen Time. And then with that, he would give slow to the Predator. The Predator now has slow until the end of the combat. And
Can I attack with the robot?
yes, on our turn. So the next one is actually our turn. So who's going to go first? Your enemy, the controlled enemy, the everyone else, or
I can heal first before you die.
Yes, please.
So the mechanic, you go first, please.
The mechanic is going to summon. It's going to use 2 inventory points to create a Magus sphere. Specifically, the Magus sphere for the Spiritist class heal,
Yeah.
and immediately perform the spell.
Sure. Roll the spell. What target? Was it just one target or a lot of targets?
Okay, who's wounded? Hands up.
You can see that the ones who are wounded are just you and and Rai.
Okay, then
Athanas.
to us both.
Sure. Then you spend 20 of your MP to fully heal everyone with that heal spell.
Thanks. I don't really like magic, but this is fine.
It is, isn't it? Pretty fine.
With that, it's the enemy's turn now, and and he would attack the one that slowed him down. Awan. So using magic again. 10 plus 8 plus 1. That's an MP. That is again not a hit. Man, my rolls. Next up is our turn again. Who's going now?
Can I?
Sure.
I'm going to use. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to summon the flying square again, also known as a mini seer, and then like ask him to search for materials around, and with that turns it into a bullet and shoot. I use my faithful companion mini seer basic attack ailment bullet.
Sure. Is that bolt again? Is that bolt? No, not bolt.
That's a poison damage.
A poison damage. Ooh. Sure. Roll the attack.
Let's see. All right. So that's
14. It's a hit. You sent this poison bullet from your companion. It reached the what is it, the enemy, and they got it, and like his pushed back a little bit, and then the damage is 8 plus what?
the damage 8 plus 5.
8 plus 5, that is 13, but reduced by half, so that is 6 damage is resistant.
Also, it has affliction.
What's the affliction?
Roll a d8. If it's 1 or 2, it's poison. If 3 and 4, it's daze. If 5 or 6, slow. If 7, 8, it's weak.
1. So what is it? Poison?
Poison.
Well, so 6 damage to the predator. Then that will be, and then poison.
Poison.
Poison. Oh god. Okay, so he's poisoned and slowed. That is nice. He's poisoned and slow. Okay. So next is still our turn. Who's going next?
Can I retrieve the dagger? and
You
then stab
already retrieved
him?
that dagger. It's okay.
Oh, okay, thank you. Try
So it's
stabbing
now your
him
turn.
again.
You're trying to throw it again.
Because he's slow, I think I'm just gonna try stabbing him.
Sure. Then please roll the thingy. 10 is. Wait a minute, he's slow, isn't it? So that means. Oh no, okay. So that is not a hit. You tried to attack.
Really?
Wait, like damage is down by 1. It's -2. 10. Well, it actually is a hit. So 10 is definitely a hit.
Yay.
So with that, you send the dagger again, and it hits the guy, and like he got 11 damage. Aren't you supposed to not be able to fight? And the next one is the one that you control, right? What do you want to tell it to do?
Can it do anything other than attack?
Not exactly. It's just a robot.
Then attack. Go stab your friend. You got quite the big spear. Do it now.
It's like under control of under Athena's control. You send that elite to its boss technically. D8 plus D10 plus 1. That is the 13 is a hit. 6 plus 12. That is 18 damage. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
You like that?
And then he is in crisis.
You're a hero.
You see, at that time, what we saw as Athenis sent the enemy towards the other. His form, his armor, his weapon start to change. As everything is now bright red. Lighting up, filling the whole area with heat. But it is now Awan's turn. Awan will try to barrage. So he will do an accuracy check on everyone. 10. So that hits the Praetor. And are you going to tell the Magitech that you control to dodge or not?
Yeah.
So you want the Magitech to dodge?
Oh wait, are you attacking the
Both
Magitech
of
that
them.
I'm controlling?
Yes.
No, don't dodge.
Sure.
Dodge.
Then
Yeah, Athanas is just going to like jump away from the attack, so it doesn't get hit as the Magitech get barraged down by the composite bow.
Sure. With a blink, all of you saw Awan just pull an arrow, and then but with the blink, it's like his movement is like glitch a little bit, and you can hear like this thing of the Dreamcatcher, and suddenly from his bow, not one but 2 arrows just immediately shot, and then it reached both of the enemies. So it's 13 damage to both of them. 13 damage to both of them. And the elite is now outside of your control, Athenis. And back to top of the round. Player's turn. Who is it this time?
Me, sure.
Athanis? Sure, Athanis, just go.
Everyone's been quiet, so
Yeah, everyone's like.
Because he loves his gun.
I'm not
let
good.
Him,
I'm
let
not
him
good
use
for.
his
I'm
gun.
not good for a first turn. You know.
I think so, yeah. Athanis, what are you gonna
He's going to. All right, he's going to use. Okay, it's going to call his mini seer again.
do? Mm-hmm.
This time bringing him quite a lot of bullets as he stuff it into his gun, and then shoot a tremendous load of junk from the barrel of his gun towards the boss. He uses shotgun rounds.
Shotgun round. Roll the attack.
That's
Sure, and the mini seers up to attack the predator, and then with that shotgun, and then suddenly you can see the bullets just melts because of the heat that the armor itself emanates, and as a response, the predator then immediately start to attack everyone, and taking 5 damage. So now it's in taking 5 damage. He would swing his sword and attack Awan, the mechanic, and Layla.
Ouch.
I'm starting to believe that my wallet really does nothing to them.
That's the D8 plus D6 plus 1. Oh my god. What's up this? 10. Is 10 enough for anyone?
No.
I believe the mechanism. So it's Lila and me then. That's 5 plus 5 plus 12. So that is 17 damage to me and Lila.
Okay. 17 it means.
Yes. So next up, the player's turn. Who's going next?
Sure. Okay, the mechanic is going to try to shoot again.
Uh-huh. To which one?
The one that's weak to bolt.
Oh right, sure. Then you attack the what is it? The elite, the Magitech elite with that weapon attack. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit. And as a response on their turn, they will attack you. Why do I have to
I
think
guess.
about it? It's like, well, attack you. 8 plus 1. So that will be 10. Is 10? 10 is definitely not it. So you send a magic
No.
cannon, poof, that's it, and then it dodge and jump up and dodge, swing its lance and swing it towards you, and then you just raise the magic cannon and bangs in on this deadlock, as you shield yourself from that attack. And then it's our turn again. Lila, please go next.
Alright. I'm gonna try dropping the thick book on top of the human's head.
Sure. Then you send that thick book of yours towards him and roll the attack for the tome.
Oh
That
no.
is not a hit. So you send that thick book, and then he managed to dodge, the step back and dodge it. And, like at that time, you can see like his is looking at you, and then attack again. Towards both of us. Wait. Okay. Towards both of us, so that will be a heavy glaive. 8 plus d6 plus 1. Is 8 a hit?
To who?
My
Is the historian?
Lila. Yes.
All right.
Is 8 a hit,
defense is
Lila?
7. Do I
Your
need to
defense
see
is
from
7?
it? 7, yeah.
Oh. And Awan's defense is actually 9, so it's only on Layla. As it swing towards Layla, and that is a hit, and then you got 18 damage. You're in crisis now.
Oh,
You are
I'm in crisis.
3 HP, I believe.
Yes.
Looking at this, Awan will try to attack the enemy with his with a barrage again. So reduce 10 from there and do barrage. 9 is not a hit to anyone. At this point, he sent like two other arrows again, but they managed to deflect both. Next round, top of the round. Who's going at the start? First, who's going first?
Boy?
I could. What?
Yeah, you go, boy.
All right.
Boy, let's go, boy.
Stop calling me boy. I'm a full-grown man. You see.
I thought you're a girl. I thought you were going to say.
The police prepares his gun again. The square robot flying thing apparently somewhat summoned material out of thin air, and then with that he summons a dust-like particle and coat it into the bullet. He shot the bullet towards Awan.
What the hell?
Why is the music stop? He uses acceleration megasphere. Awan is going to be able to do 2 actions in 1 turn.
Let's go. Okay. Is that it?
And that's it.
Sure. The next one is the Predator's turn. And what it's going to do is to take 5 damage to do an attack on the mechanic Lila
Oh.
and Reza. I mean Awan. Is 12 a hit?
Definitely.
Mechanic, is that a hit?
Yeah.
Sure. At this point, you can see like the Predator with his huge sword swing. He swung that sword and like just slash all 3 of us for 18 damage. So the mechanic, you get 18 damage, and then I get 18 damage.
Can anybody use the guard action?
On their turn, not now.
Ah, okay.
And Lila.
Minus.
Yes, you reach minus. Are you going to use as that one last swing see that like the huge slash as he hits like this whirlwind like slash. One just hit Layla and like just made this huge cut across his body, across her body. Layla, are you going to choose to sacrifice or are you going to choose surrender?
What's the difference? Sacrifice.
Sacrifice, you die.
With sacrifice, but I can deal damage or.
You can give us. What is it like? You can give us what is it? How your sacrifice benefit everyone else here.
Like anything?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And what's with surrender? Just
Surrender,
down?
you just go down, 0 hit point. You're still alive.
I think I'll go with surrender first for the sake of the story.
Sure. Then at this point you see Lila just fell unconscious. She can't be healed, can't be revived. If there's nothing you can use to revive her, but she's at 0 hit points now, and there you go. Next turn. Mechanic?
Is there still 2 enemies?
Yes, there are still 2 enemies.
Okay, then I think I'm also gonna do the possess a Magitech skill.
Sure. Then I will roll
Nice.
double insight on that. Please roll double insight.
Okay. Oh, not so good.
Oh,
You didn't manage to hold off.
Not looking good. Not looking good.
In return, the elite mage attack that you try to, control will try to attack you. So that will be 8 plus 10 plus 1 is, and unfortunately it doesn't hit. You managed to get back up and then just hold off that attack. And then on my turn, I will look at everyone and don't fuck this up. And he just look at everyone, and then he will use his barrage attack on both of them. Again, that is not a hit. And next turn, it's the
oh wait,
Predator.
but you have 2
Extra
turns.
attack.
Oh, right. He
Oh, yeah, you
does
have
have
two,
2 turns. And then on the second one, he will... Oh. And then he will do it again. Lose another... who loses his last remaining MP that he has and do a barrage again. And unfortunately it doesn't hit. In return, the Predator will attack Athenis.
You know, I swear I shot the bullet up your head, Chronicler.
The Chronicle looks at you and... Sorry about that. And then we'll attack you with a magic. Is 11 a hit?
Magic.
Yes.
It's
That will be 16 in frost damage.
magic defense is 11.
Oh yeah,
Is that
that's
a
a
hit or
hit.
not?
That's a hit. So
That's a
that
hit.
will be 16 bolt damage. You got... There you go. And top of the round. Who's going first?
Okay, who's almost dying? Again.
Awan. I am.
That guy.
I am. Raise his hand.
You don't look so good, friend.
Okay, I can either heal you or increase your defense up to 12. Which one do you want?
Up to you.
Has the enemy gone above 12 all this time?
Not exact. Well, a few times.
Okay, so that's a gamble.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, I'm just going to take the gamble, I guess.
So you raised. Sure. You with your magic that were given to you, you gave this batter around Awan. At this time, you see the elite will try to attack you, mechanic. So the elite will try to attack you with its land. So the 8 plus the 10 plus 1. So that is 7 is not a hit, and again, like this, you raise the barrier and you hold off that other attack. And next turn, Athenis.
Athenis is just going to use. It's just going to get closer to the elite again and just use his firearm.
Sure. Roll the attack. That is a hit.
Oh.
That is a beautiful hit with magic cannon. So that's 18 bolt damage because he's vulnerable. So that is a double damage. So 18 times 2. You said like as the elite tried to attack the mechanic who hold it off. You just roll with your magic cannon and poof, with this bolt damage on him, and it got 36 bolt damage reduced to. Oh, that's a lot of. Okay, so it's now also in crisis. You gotta see like as it's in crisis now. You see like part of its body start to open. There's like this steam coming out of it, and then you see there's basically just this core of the machine in the middle, and that, and then you can see like from that you the lens itself has like this crackling of electricity and lightning, and distracted by this happening, you didn't see the Predator swinging his sword toward all 3 of you again. So taking 5 damage again and try to attack. 8 plus the 6 plus 1. With the batter, with everything, like just swing it, but all 3 of you managed to hold it off, and at this time, thankfully, thank God he got the batter. He's still up right now. Does he still? Do I still have 2 actions? Only once?
I think that's only once.
Okay,
only
sure.
once.
Then, not having anything else, Awan will just attack, and that is a hit. Attack.
Oh wait.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you do.
I do, sure. Then
It's 2 additional.
attack the Predator once with that, and because it's under some status effects, so that will be +4. You get 2 status effect plus skill result. The chip shot, so that is 15 plus 3, 18 damage on the Predator. And the second one, he will shoot towards the elite. That is not a hit. The last turn of the Predator, he will try to attack again. Everyone, so wait, he can't take another damage, so he will just do 2 attacks towards Awan and Athenis, actually. So that is a 8. 8 is not a hit. Top of the round, who's going first?
Okay, I can heal. I can try to attack. Which one?
Finish them off, I think.
Anything is fine.
I don't trust my dice currently, but I guess the mechanic's gonna try to attack. Oh, pretty good.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Nice. So towards which one?
Towards the one that's weak against bolt.
Sure. Then you point your bolt. You point your magic cannon towards the head of that elite, and this bolt damage to move through all the machineries around, and slowly you see like that core, because of that of a jolt of electricity, just and it break, and the elite fell, unmoving. The Predator, with the last of his might, will try to attack. Is the barrier forever? Is the barrier?
Is for the rest of the scene.
Oh, nice. Okay, the Predator will attack Reza and the mechanic with that, and that is 9. That is definitely not a hit. Athenis, what are you going to do?
He moving from the other target, who is already exploding. He once again jumps towards the back of the creature and shoots his shotgun rounds.
Sure, roll the attack. Ooh. That's definitely a hit. So the 10, I don't think I need to calculate any damage. You just ran and then jump, turn around, and point your shotgun towards point your mini seer towards the head of the Predator, and with some casualties, and with the historian falling before us, still alive, we managed to push back the enemy and immediately run as fast as we can out. From that tower. As far as I remember, the system backup data is with the mechanic. When we escaped from that place with a message from the future. Do you still have it, Miss Mechanic? The data.
Yeah, I have it with me. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the thing.
I think you need to hold on to it and bring it to the professor.
Yeah, that's the mission, but somehow I kind of believe that this is not a coincidence, and whatever message you helped show to me brought by this thing, I'm not sure what it is anymore. It's a message. It's a message from the future, right?
Probably. Well, time and space is not exactly something that you can't leap around. I'm sure the three of us know, but it's definitely something that you probably don't understand yet. But it is very possible that that message came from the future.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't really get it, but well, I'm gonna keep this thing and I'm going to bring it to the professor. Well, he didn't really specify whether you guys can meet the professor or not, but what do you guys think?
I look at everyone.
Well, I mean, my main mission here is not to meet the professor. My main mission here is to evacuate the citizens that is currently stuck inside the walls.
And I think Miss Historian here needs to be taken to safety. Are you all right,
Yeah,
Miss Layla?
you don't look so good.
What happened? Oh, did you guys defeat
Yeah,
those?
we're safe now.
Oh my god, thank you so much for bringing me here. I mean, thank you. Thank you for saving me. Well, this is actually pretty embarrassing, but I need to tell you guys the truth. What I'm doing in this world is actually illegal of some sort. I'm not actually one of the students who are under training. I mean, I sneak here by borrowing my friend's training uniform because he said this world, the mission. I shouldn't sneak groove after all, but be here with you guys. Now I understand why he said it's special. So what should we do now?
Well, we shall find your companions first, and I don't think that's something that you should say in front of a police officer. But
I
I'm sure he
mean, I
doesn't
kind of
mind.
already know, but well, she looks like she's full of spirit, so I kind of just let her be. But now I'm starting to do second guesses because she kind of. Maybe I should
We'll stay
call
here
up
in the
my
first
team.
city for a while, Miss Mechanic. I'm
Right.
sure you need to go back to where the professor is.
Right. Right. This has been very short. I would advise against staying in here for an extended period of time. I really believe that the enemy's line could get through this city just at any moment, really. Just so it's better not to stay here for long, and if possible, not to stay in this world for long, knowing, well, if the message from the future is right, then this is not your place.
Well, my suggestion is you don't really have to worry about us. After all, we have dealt with this kind of thing for quite some time.
Right. Actually, how do you guys deal with it? If you ever go to a world and suddenly the world's going to be destroyed?
It
Well,
almost died.
mechanic, I don't think that's something that we can actually talk about.
I'll always remember about this world.
Shh, don't say it like that.
I mean, but if there's a way for this world to be saved,
Right. I wouldn't
mean,
know.
you know-
We're still going through it. This world, right?
hmm,
This is really confusing. It's not my thing, the whole world thing. War is too big for me. It's the fate of the world. It's even bigger. It's way too big for my, well, little frail hands. Ooh, magic hands.
wait,
Well, make sure that your magic hand is safe until, well, at least
Hmm.
until you give that to the professor.
yeah, the mission. You must think about the mission first.
Yeah,
Prioritize it.
I'm going to go straight to the main tower after this. I'll seek another passage, a different one from the ones we went through, but that's it then. We're gonna part ways here.
I wish you a safe travel, Miss Mechanic.
Thank you, everybody. That that message, if possible, can you guys remember that? I think that was meant not for me. I couldn't hear it in the first place. I think that message is specifically meant for you guys. So could you remember that for me? Could you take notes of Arbor and just, I don't know, keep them in your records or something?
And slowly, quietly, Lila just opens the map that she drew. This?
Yeah, oh, that's pretty detailed actually. Wow, good work.
Well,
Thank you.
I don't think a chronicler will forget about it. I mean, he is a chronicler after all.
It's
I
practically
don't think
my
I.
job.
Yeah, exactly. And
Mhm.
for me, I got everything memorized, so I'm
Nice.
sure we will remember about it when the time comes.
That's
Memories,
very nice.
memories are a
Whatever.
fickle thing, you know?
Whatever will happen to Arbor, it will definitely stay within our records. We'll never forget whatever we experienced here. I can promise you.
I'll also make sure of that. After all, I have your stories written here, right? Ouch, my wound.
Wow, now that I think about it, I've met people from other worlds and I get written in the records. Doesn't that kind of make me a hero too? Kind of.
Wow! I mean,
You are, yeah?
You are, yeah. Definitely.
Probably.
Yeah, not better than me, but yeah.
That's
Well,
not
we
too
can-
bad. That's not too bad for a 50-year-old girl, eh?
Oh no.
Well, we can probably call you a hero then. Why is your
Well-
reaction like that, Atheist, sir?
Nothing. Well, I guess we shouldn't call you the mechanic anymore. I should call you the hero. Yeah, the hero.
That's not a title I want to you know, that's a really big burden, and there's already a hero in this current era. Some of it actually in Arbor, so I'd really like not to be remembered as the hero. Maybe just the mechanic would be fine. You don't even need to know my name.
The mechanic who's going to save the world. How does that sound?
Again, that's an exaggeration. I'm just going to send this system back to the professor, and the professor is going to save the world, hopefully.
But
Will
you're
you take
still
care
in the
then?
cog and a part. Yep.
Right. So that's it then, Otherworlders. I hope you find your way back safely, and be careful if you see any huge machineries. Make sure to dodge them because there's going to be a lot of the fights we've been through before, and now I know that we're all not really the fighter type.
I mean, I hold myself a little back sometimes. it's, it's okay.
You
I mean,
haven't seen
all
my
right.
true power, and that's what I'm going to say.
Ah,
Actually, that's what Athenis would say.
oh,
That's
Maybe.
right. Despite everything,
Yeah.
I trust you guys would be safe.
don't worry about us at all. We're good. We're strong people. Worry about yourself and that data that you need to carry.
Right. Okay. So we're going. Mia, say bye bye to them. The little tofu robot on the mechanic's shoulder waves her little hand to the three of you.
Oh. Excuse me, Miss Mechanic.
Yeah.
Can I have a? Can I ask you a request?
Well, depending on what request, I'm kind of in a time constraint mission here. Gotta take this to the professor and all.
Yeah. No, it's just going to take a few seconds. Since this is going to be our goodbyes, would you mind if I try touching Mia? Like, she's so cute.
I'm not sure if that's allowed, but sure. Actually, never mind, Mia. If you're not running away, I'm gonna let the girl touch you. Okay. Okay. She said okay. Here.
Oh, thank you, Mia. Thank you, Miss Mechanic. So slowly, Lila just reach out her fingers to touch Mia's little hand.
No. Don't delay her. Too late.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oops,
just
sorry.
she has a work to do.
Thanks, Dad.
You should.
So long, Dad.
But yeah, I hope that's good enough. I'm sorry. Really
Thank
gotta
you
hurry.
so
I'm so
much.
sorry.
It's okay. Be safe, Miss Mechanic.
Now go. Fulfill your
Thank
destiny
you.
or something.
Yay.
Yeah. Thank you, friends. See you never. Hopefully.
As we watched the mechanic go, we proceeded with whatever we needed to do in Arbor. I wonder what that was at that time. The voice that was calling us in the middle of that tower. But whatever it was, the Z-type will definitely hold something important for Arbor's fate. Safer, they said. The message is definitely something that none of us will forget. But unfortunately, it needs to be sealed as the wishes of the world. So, guys, like, you know that story about like that scenario? What if, you know, we're Asia and
Yeah.
everything, and I was like, that definitely didn't happen, did it?
I mean, probably. It would be.
That's so ridiculous. We're just lifers now.
Well, thinking about a lot of timelines that we have in a lot of worlds, well, it could have probably happened or not. We never know.
There are endless possibilities, guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Is there infinite possibilities in this world?
I believe so.
I don't know.
hope so.
Probably. You know what? We'll talk about this later, I guess.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? See you guys.
Have a nice rest. Good night.
I'm
Good
getting
night.
sleepy. I'm going
Thank
back
you
to
for
my
the
room.
chit chat, guys.
Yeah, I know.